Okay. Anybody? Jeff Weiner. Everybody's probably used his product before. Jeff Weiner is actually the CEO of LinkedIn. So I don't think he's the founder of LinkedIn. I think he's one of the people who's running LinkedIn. But I was just watching his class at Stanford, and it answers a pretty interesting question I've always had, which is, what's the difference between SLA and mission, and which one matters more, which one matters first? So I'm gonna play a little clip on what he has here, and you guys take a look at this. Wait, give me a second here. Okay, we'll start with this. We'll start with a question.
What's the job of the goal? What is that? Preventing the ball from entering the goal. That's a very formal way of describing it. Okay. What were you saying? Manage the defense line. Okay. Another one of the responsibilities. Anyone else? No one else wants to. What's that? Provide confidence for the team. Okay. Yeah. Start the offense with the outlet pass. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Captain, lead from behind. Anyone else? What's that? Have you ever heard this exercise before? The reason I asked is because no one's ever gotten it right who hasn't heard it before. So no one does. No one does. We all say exactly what you. I mean, this is a pretty sophisticated group. That was a great set of answers. It's usually prevent the other team from scoring. So I like how nuanced the response is. The goalie's job.
Okay, so what Jeff is talking about here, I think, was actually pretty inspirational. He's talking about, he's doing a Socratic method, and he's asking the class, what is the job of a goalie? So I'm sure we all probably have seen a football game in our lives. And so everyone's answering different jobs, right? Prevent the team from scoring goals, but this is where it's actually pretty interesting. This is the turn.
I was the same as the other 10 players on the field. It's to win the game. If the goalie's job is to prevent this other team from scoring, then they're going to be really interested in their statistics and preventing goals. Their job is to win the game. If that means the other team scores, but they can somehow help out in other ways so that their team scores more goals, that's what they should be doing. And it's the same for every player on the field. And as soon as you start to think your job is solely and exclusively focused on your responsibilities as it pertains to your position, that's local maximum. And if that's the way all 11 players on the field are playing, you don't know what the outcome's going to be. But when a coach gets a group of people buying into a program and philosophy, like a John Wooden, Mike Krzyzewski, some of the Nick Saban, amazing things happen. And you get teams that win, because they buy into the program. They're buying into something bigger than themselves. And for us, it's that sense of purpose. And Jeff Bezos likes to talk about the difference between missionaries and mercenaries. It's another way of talking about this idea of an individual maximizing value for themselves and seeing the world through their lens, versus being a part of something bigger than themselves. So that's an example of the kind of insight that Fred brings to the table, and it's unusual.
Okay, so that's pretty much it on this particular philosophy, which is why do we need SLAs, but also why we need a strong mission. At the end of the day, we do have our own roles to play, and those are well defined by what we do here. But it's this overall sense of mission that I think allows teams to win, as Jeff Weiner said, over and over again. This is actually an interesting course taught at Stanford, one of the rival schools to where I went to school at. But I've kind of learned quite a lot from this type of educational resource. If anybody has desires to become an entrepreneur later or to further their progress in the startup world, I really recommend checking out this series on YouTube. It's called Blitz Scaling. It's done by a group called Greylock Partners. A lot of the philosophies and the way of organizing teams, culture, are things that I feel inspired from constantly. I'll just watch maybe 5 minutes of it, and there'll be something that is generally quite valuable. So really good stuff. Something we want to start masterclass to be one day. Okay, so vision statement and mission statement is the same. We haven't changed on any of those. Those will stay as we have had them previous week. So let's go ahead and take a look at some delightful experiences from our guests. So let's take a look at this first one. I think, who's going to read this one? I think Andre. Andre put this one up. So is Andre here? Oh, Andre's not here. So let's go to Cynthia. Cynthia, tell us a little bit more about these reviews.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and good morning, everyone. And Andrew right now is on the online class. So yes, after behalf of Andre, finally we got review from Josja. Thank you for Nadine as well for helping don't stop asking him. And then finally, yesterday as well, we have wrote him under the name of Loyalty Team of Bukit Vista, and finally this morning he wrote us a review on Facebook. I think that is great, and then that's from me.
Excellent, thank you very much. Okay, there's another one here by Priscilla. I guess I'll leave it with Cynthia again.
Yep. So yes, this is Priscilla. I think she stayed at Despacito, and then she had an amazing stay here, and then we will we are triggered because she definitely said that we'll come back here.
Excellent. Okay, sounds like some good experiences have definitely happened there. And next one, okay, Sveta, over, I guess, back to Cynthia.
Okay, I think this is Sweta. She stayed at lot 6, and then I think we don't. She just review us directly after she left. So I think she had a great experience with us as well.
Okay, excellent. And one more over here, Sarah.
Yep, I believe this is actually Caroline that did this, and thank you, Caroline, for hosting this guest. I think she has a great experience as well and love the place. And yeah, we'll be back. I think we got a lot of repeater guests in the future.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, Caroline, for getting that review. So thank everyone very much for continuing on our mission to surprise, delight, inspire, delight for guests. So this is awesome. Okay, we didn't have any professional networking, I think, last week, but we did have this, which is pretty cool. This is a new project, and Shaylin has gotten us some backlinks from previous UGM articles that were written about us about 3 years ago. So this is actually pretty impressive. And now we have these backlinks that are going to be helpful for our recruiting and also for our search engine optimization efforts. So this is a new program, and thank you very much, Shaylin, for taking the lead on that. We are also starting partnerships with DSC. This is a Google Developer Student Club, and it's throughout the world. And the UGM chapter has added us to their website, which is actually pretty cool. So we got backlink now from a student website as well as a partnership. So this is something good. Okay, all to strengthen the professional network. On the rest of, okay, so the themes are still the same, survive and thrive. I don't really have that much principles to talk about this week. There's kind of like just the same that we had before. Core value recognition, please remember when you recognize core values, think about beyond just maybe the individual, think about the teams that were involved as well. That would be good. If you remember any mentors that have helped you along the way to think in a different way, recognize them on that, whether inside or outside the company. And mention people who have inspired delight as well. Okay, so on that one, the theme of September is we need to survive. So we're activating the SLAs for more of a survival purpose at the moment. And the discussion is already there, and I think we've already covered most of that already, so I won't bother to repeat it. Okay, let's see, what else? Global ideas, still the same. We want to definitely, after this pandemic is over, we want to focus on how do we expand across the world, but we just need to get our survival mode down in a more stable fashion first. Okay, next is the personal updates. But this week, because it's the last week of the month, I'm going to go quickly into our stats. Now, BD stats is the keyword that you can use to activate this graph at any time, so anybody can see this. So don't be a stranger to the data, but just as a general review for everybody, I'll show everyone what's going on. So this is our current booking pace. It's not great compared to, let's say, years before. If you take a look, let's say 230 days ago, we were doing, if one remembers, we were doing closer to 70 to 100 bookings, but it does look like it's not the worst time anymore. The worst time was sometime around April and May. That's when we had between 1 and 6 bookings a day. Now the lows are around 2 and highs around 9. So that part looks like things are at least a little bit better in terms of booking pace. Our revenue targets are going to be $33,000 a month in order to break even. But we have done pretty well. I think this month we've been, so far at this month, we've reached 25,898 before the end of the month. And the good news is that that's already better than August. And the really interesting news is that that's never happened in Bukit Vista history, where September does better than August. So I think there's a lot to probably celebrate in that particular aspect. There's been a lot of good work and insight and intelligence and hard work that's gone into raising that revenue figure. So thank you for the teams and everybody actually for being involved in at least bringing that up. We're not quite there yet, but at least this is a good initial start for where we need to be. All right, weekly sales are a little bit up and down. We had really good weekly sales on the first week of September. Overall, there was about 13,000. Second week went down a little bit. Third week went up. Fourth week is a little bit down. Now we're finishing up the last week, so we'll see what happens. Okay. All right. The other statistic I'd like to bring up to everybody is a few things. This graph at the top shows the cancellation rate, and the graph at the bottom is once again the booking pace. The good news is that the booking is where we see growth. We see a little bit of growth in Swiss and Spanish guests too as well, but the figures are smaller numbers. But yeah, also here UAE, no, Belgium 5%. But for the most part, the most significant are still going to be Indonesian guests for the foreseeable future. So this part is rising. There's been a decrease, of course, in U.S. guests. This was one of our primary demographics. And the good news with that is I guess it's slowing down in terms of the drop. So it looks like things have maybe reached their worst and seem to be getting better. Russians have also gone down quite a bit after the end of the first quarter. And Australians are not really back yet and still also in a decline. And that is the newest update. Okay, so let's see what else could be interesting to everybody. Let's take a look at some of our KPIs, see where our conversion rates are. So let's see on the content side. On the content side, I believe we have an SLA on Instant Book. Currently, we're at 82.99% on Instant Book, 122 Instant Books versus 25 non-Instant Books. On reservations, let's take a look. Reservations are up and down a bit. On Squad 1, the conversion rate has been boosted for 1 week, which was really looking good, to 9% from 6%, but the current week has fallen back down to 6%. Squad 2, there was a boost in, it seems like the second week, from 3 to 11. That's pretty incredible, but since then it's fallen down, and it's fallen down again. This is not a good trend because it seems like there's more inquiries, but there's lower conversion. So we do need to think about how to boost this particular conversion on the region 2. For region 3, it looks pretty consistent between 8, 4, 7, 5%, a little bit more stable. And region 4, there's basically no conversion at all. So, okay. On the request conversion, we can see there doesn't seem to be any requests. Or the requests aren't being registered. I'm not sure which one it is, but okay. You see that here in region 3 is where most of the activity for requests are, and the latest update is that we have 100% request conversion in region 3. So this looks good for region 3. On hospitality, let's take a look at hospitality, where we are. So this looks pretty good. 100%, 100%. These are 80%, 50%. So 100% in region 1, 80% in region 2, 100% in region 3, 50% in region 4, 100% in the second week in region 1, 2, and 3. In the third week, we have 80%, 100, and 100. In the fourth week, we're getting better. And in the current week, we're doing really good. Actually, this part looks very positive. Looks like our hospitality is really beginning to show very good results. And for our community, let's just take a look and see what it looks like. And it looks actually pretty good. There's not a lot of complaints about things in the community. So we just got this one thing about the tortoise, but otherwise it's, yeah, that's the overall stats. Okay, let me see what else I should take a look at. Maybe some of the insights. There's not too much really to see from this side. These are mostly revenue management tools that we see, price distribution and such, but I'm going to skip that. Okay, so let's go back to the all hands then. Today we'd like to cover the personal updates a little bit more quickly. We need some time for product to also update us. So we'll start with Rafik. Tell us what your achievements are. Tell us your update, Rafik.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Tim. So I will make it quick. So this is like achievement from community regarding the Facebook community strategy. It's always update every twice a week. So my personal achievement is time budgeting when I would talk with partners. It's now is more procedure and more system regarding strategy. And then the biggest actionable discovery. It is also from the community side. So alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. So that is the teamwork that I feel right now. And then common misunderstanding. So everyone misunderstanding about my name, Rafik. So mostly it's Java. So if you're going to Norway, Rafik is from Pakistan. So everyone is yeah. So but it's my real name is Iwayan Sudarta. Rafik is my nickname. That is from my side, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rafik. And thank you for reminding us the value of working at it together on one mission as a team. Next, let's go over to Tendi. Tendi, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. So, yeah, my biggest achievement last week is start using new communication channel using Facebook group for engage with the partner. And then the next one, my biggest personal growth is more fluent using the Socratic method. And then the next one is actionable discovery using Socratic method to understand the team's GPD and then make sure they are really join the meeting. And then the next one is mostly usually the people is write my name is using Y instead of the E for the attendee. So it's happened also in my school report as well. So I did tell the teacher for change it. So like in the junior school, it's different. The report is different with the high school. So it's kind of like mixing things. So yeah. So yeah. Thank you, sir.
That's fantastic. That's also, Tendi, I have noticed that. I've noticed that you're using the Socratic method rigorously to make sure that new people on your team are on the same page. I think that's a really good practice. So great. Let's go next to, okay, this is Gabby. I don't know if Gabby's in the room at the moment. Let me just double check the room. And she's having school. Okay, so no big achievements from Gabby's side, but she's able to set her priorities and make better decisions as part of her personal growth. And in terms of actionable discovery, in communicating with others, you need to position yourself in other shoes and understand what the other want. That way you get their attention and have more successful communications. Yes. Okay, Gabby's, people misunderstand her because people think I'm really quiet and reserved, but if you know me well, I'm actually not that quiet. Haha. Okay, excellent. Very good. Thank you very much. And that is a very wise discovery, actually, for Gabby. Thank you very much. Next, over to Andre. Andre, okay, is also in class today. There's no big achievement, but he did help Ghani activate the Instagram campaign. On personal growth, I feel more confident to make a chit-chat with guests during their stay. Very good, Andre. Asking for their plan, origin, to keep them in a good communication with Bukit Vista. Since it's also my main HAR, SLA, and Sales London, I have good engagement with the guests. I feel like I'm back to being the host when we were in Bukit Vista 3. Very good. And on actionable discovery, I think remember back on the mission will surely support my work, especially in HAR when I have to come with guests. Terrific. And then The biggest misunderstanding is people used to think I'm a soft boy because I used to use short pants and some colorful T-shirts and some outer. Okay, LOL. I also love to use my fake piercing. Okay. All right, thank you for that update, Andre. Next, over to Cynthia. Over to you, Cynthia.
Yes, thank you everyone and good morning. So yes, actually I didn't have a significant achievement for this week. And then for my biggest personal growth, I'm not really sure this is actually a personal growth or not, but so actually the last 2 days, I think I watched with the fast virtual event. And then there was a song from Kunto Aji entitled Rehat, and then I think that song reminded me about gratitude. Well, yeah, I know everyone is having a hard time right now. Everyone is struggling with their own problems, and then maybe we are tired about demands, uncertainty, and also failures. But thank you for keep going on. Thank you for keep pushing forward, and thank you for making it up until now. Okay, then this is my biggest discovery. I think fail fast make us keep going and try more. A common misunderstanding. I think like some people thought that I'm not a Japanese. They always tell me that I'm coming from like West Java, mostly Bandung, or Sumatra, or even Manado. That's pretty weird. And also, yeah, Jakarta is yeah. That's yeah, from me. Thank you.
Hey, fantastic. Thank you, Cynthia. All right, let's go next to Nadine. Okay, so Nadine is having college class right now, and her biggest achievement was converting Ikutu deal from agent, which also supports Joseph's campaign. No update on personal growth or actionable discovery, but oh, people are usually surprised when they see me praying. Most people thought I'm Chinese and Christian, not Muslim. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay. All right, good. Thank you, Nadine, for clarifying. Okay, next is to me. My biggest achievement was this. I got a LinkedIn note from Felix, who was one of our intern candidates who didn't pass, and he wrote to me and said, "Sorry for not letting you know earlier. I just got a business analyst at Pinhome. My main job role is a business strategist and for special business projects. So congratulations." I'd like to thank you for the learnings from Bukit Vista before. I really reflected all of the startup culture and my constructive feedbacks to bring me more depth into the startup company. So I felt pretty inspired by that. That was like cool. Even if somebody, let's say, they didn't make it here, they were able to take some of their a positive transformation along with them. So one of my personal growth is I'm starting to take better care of myself by eating healthier, avoid stress eating. I used to kind of just go and kind of munch on whatever, but now the ladies in my lives have been making me cashew milk and hummus and all this good stuff, and it's actually good. I feel transformed. I feel better. Okay, and the one thing for actionable discovery, I've noticed that SLAs are actually challenging for new people to understand, and that's good. That's good because this is showing that the process of delegation is actually beginning, and that they're actually processing what it means to actually take on a role. And I think this is good. But I think we need to actually find a way to simplify how we onboard people to understand the SLAs. So there's an opportunity there. All right. My biggest misunderstanding is I have to remind people I'm not Japanese. Pretty much everywhere in the world I have to explain I'm not Japanese, except in California where people are just too uncomfortable to say anything to strangers. So okay, all right, that's my update. Next over to Ara.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hello, good morning, everyone. So, for my part, so the biggest achievement is that I'm able to activate the trial programs, of course, with the help of Shilins and Alithia. So, thanks for both of you. With largest interest batch actually to balance needs of each chapter. And then for personal growth is that I started to applying strategic planning for interns placement in HR chapter to hold on its SLA. So every intern onboarded is based on SLA, not just like okay, this is culture fit and things and saya onboarded. So yeah, that's actually pretty key. And then actionable result is that I think based on my recent experience, awareness on job posts and job ads can actually be done before the partnerships like BVE Talk actually conducted. So usually we wait until the BVE Talk happen and then we ask for like the interpretation whether it's a contrapretation. So like job ads and things like that, but it's actually possible beforehand. And then misconceptions about me. First is that when people know I was born in Medan, they always say I am Batak, which is no, I'm actually Melayu tribe. So that's different. Melayu tribe is like Malay people, things like that. And then second one is that people scared to see my resting bitch face in first meeting. But the closest one claims I'm actually kind and fun. So yeah, this is actually happening. Like even to my own interns, like in HR, everyone like Sin, Alithia, and Shailin even says that okay, I'm scared of Farah. But yeah, including Kiki maybe, I don't know. But yeah, but it's getting better after the person knowing me by the time. So this is fun fact that shows actually most people that judge a book by its cover. So yeah, that's pretty much from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ara. Yeah, that was true. My first interview with Ara, I was kind of intimidated too. And she was applying for an internship. So, okay, no, but it's good. It's good to see where people misunderstand. Next, over to Alethea. Okay, so Alethea's having lessons right now. No biggest achievement on her end, but coordination skills due to the trial program. A lot of coordination to do across chapters as well. In the process, I'm gradually more efficient way of doing so. Her big actionable discovery is the importance of delegation, and not so much of misunderstanding, but a lot of people mispronounce my name. Okay, Alethea, interesting. Let's go next to Kiki. All right, Kiki, there you go.
Hello, good morning everyone. Stay healthy, yeah. So, for my update, actually, for the biggest achievement, with the help of Shelin, we convinced 2 hours of press release article from the past events to change their writings and put some anchor tags or backlinks that could benefit our SEO. So I'm happy actually to see Shelin can help me to persuade these 2 authors to put our backlinks. So yeah, thank you, Shelin. And congratulations for mentioning as well. Also for the personal growth, I can detect or I can think any of it so far. And for the personal, what is that? Uh, Actionable discovery, not so much, but I think I'm getting better at delegating at this point. So yeah, for her biggest misunderstanding, so some people who just know me think that I don't have emotion because I have this, I don't know what to call their face, and it seems like I don't want to know about what others have been through. I have my own work and stuff, but the truth is I'm a caring person, so of course I have emotion. I just thought it is important to put your emotion in the right time and the right way. So yeah, that is my update. Over to you. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kiki, for your transparency. That must be a challenge to share publicly, but okay, thank you for letting us know about that. Next is to Caroline. All right, Caroline, over to you.
So, hello everyone. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
So for the biggest achievement for this week is automated goodbye message has launched. Finally. Yeah, it's an HAR, I know, but it's okay. So for biggest personal growth is, I don't know, I can't think of any somehow. So for actionable discovery, I think writing, for now, like writing down at least like 15 minutes of your worries, like really ease down my anxieties or anything that I have in my thoughts. I think for biggest misunderstanding, a common misunderstanding about me is, I think there are a lot of people say my face is not very friendly at the beginning. I think I'm pretty friendly after you talk because I'm quite quiet in the beginning. And also, I think I've never gotten people said that I'm Indonesian. It's always, oh, you're Korean American. Are you Chinese? Are you Japanese? And yeah, that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Caroline. Sounds like we got a few mixes there. Okay, cool. Dealing with identity can be a fun challenge too. All right, next one over to Shin. Shin here in the room.
Yes, I am.
Hi, Shin. Welcome in. Okay, Shin.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So my biggest achievement, I guess, is to work with Jing on the DSC partnership. I think it's the first time I've ever worked on such projects before. Yeah, and I have no biggest personal growth this week, but my biggest actionable discovery is to learn to be more biased to action, to just start doing something and not wait around because having something done is better than not having any. I learned this from Jing. Yeah, so common misconception is also the same as many people. People always think that I'm unfriendly and shy and quiet. But actually, if I get comfortable with you and close, I can be quite loud and crazy and I will make a lot of lame jokes. Yeah, so that's for me. Thank you.
All right, we're definitely having you at the next.
um, in assisting Alicia in rolling out the trial program for the new interns. It's actually both challenging and fun as well. And yeah, so my biggest personal growth is to prioritize projects, which is currently my prioritize is the trials right now. And also for my biggest actionable discovery, it's actually to fail fast and like move on to apply the next best solution to the problem. And lastly, a common misunderstanding about me, I think it's pretty similar to others. Like I may seem hard to approach the first time you saw me, but the more we get closer, the more I will show you my true colors, and like the more you'll know how much of a weirdo I am. And yeah, I know, right, Ara? So yeah, and one other thing, I don't mind how you pronounce my name, cause like there's no right way to be honest, but I'll appreciate it if you can write my name correctly with double S. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Now I'm self-conscious. Now I'm wondering if I'm pronouncing Shaylin's name. Okay, but yes, two ends on the name. Okay, next over to Bayu. Bayu, your update, please.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So my update for this week is the achievement. PD is actually launching multiple small additional features this week. So there's PD and Aldo doing that for each chapter. There's some chapter and also there are some for all employees. So if you didn't get any schedule for training for that, please reach out to your chapter lead because I think we invite everyone there. Probably you just missed the timing, so you can just try to redo the training later. And then the biggest personal growth, not much. I'm just currently focusing on focus work basically. It's a little bit hard to do with managing all the meetings and different things. So that's what I'm trying to do. The actionable discoveries that, oh yeah, so we found out that the current training system that we have in PD didn't have any tests yet. So this is proven by a case where the follow-up question is still being asked by HAR a few days ago. So we need to improve that. And then the number of participants is small. It's not attended by everyone. So currently we are relying on organic peer learning. So someone who attend the training will teach the other that didn't attend. But we don't know how. We don't have a way to make sure that is between teammates. So the okay, so this is the common misunderstanding about me. So the assumption is, as I heard some people actually think that I'm easily get angry, and then yeah, the fact actually I'm just I think I'm practical, and I will easily lose interest if I see no point of continuing conversation. Like that's why I'm bad at making ice break conversations actually, and then yeah, maybe that's just also my assumption. Maybe that's how people think I'm angry at them. But actually, it's very, very rare. Then, it's very rare. I really get real angry, and when I do, I will forget that just like in 5 minutes I think because I'm that forgetful. So yeah, that's about it.
That's true. I've noticed that actually. So no, about Bayu forgetting about being angry. It's pretty funny. Sometimes I'll have a discussion with Bayu, and then it's like ooh upset, and then it'll come back like a few minutes later. It's like totally chill again. Okay. Thank you Bayu for the update, and also thank you for noticing this discovery. This is actually pretty true in regards to our training methods. Next, let's go over to Wayana. Babe, okay, your update.
Okay, good morning everybody. So my update is for my personal growth. Back on MB offline canvassing and tips which I can be in charge in the field. It was fun. And biggest personal growth, working on MB based on property request is very exciting because like I'm like in the mood of hunting instead of like I'm just cruising and find a property. And then the biggest personal discovery, after we went to offline canvassing, more of the villas in Java and Malas is mostly full. So yeah, I feel like common understanding about me is when I go like mostly in the field, where are you from, Java or Bali? Many people think that I am from Java just by a look at me, but as soon as I speak and they say, orang Bali, and they ask what part of Bali and then double checking on me. So if I go to travel in Asia, people think that I'm Thai, right? So yeah, that's my updates this morning, guys.
Okay, thank you very much, babe. Okay, next over to Aldo. Aldo, over to you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So my biggest achievement is that I am able to help and be a small part on one of BI campaign. I think it's a good thing. And my biggest personal growth is learning about persuasion and the right pitch for leads. Big thanks to Moen to help me and share with me the idea. And my biggest actionable discovery is being confident is the key on negotiation and persuasion. My biggest misunderstanding is that no one believes that I was born in 1919 until I showed them my KTP.
Yes. Aldo, do people usually think you're older or younger?
Yeah, it's older.
Okay, fair enough. So Aldo's 21. Okay, all right, cool. Nice. Next over to Rizal. Rizal, your update, please.
Okay, thank you, sir, and good morning, everyone. For my biggest achievement is I'm doing on-field canvassing, which is I'm learning to persuade people in field and also contribute to adding our supply side. And for my personal growth is I learned how to connect the offline marketing to online marketing. And then for the actionable discovery is I realized a lot of private villa in Canggu, Uluwatu, and Bingin are mostly fully booked, but the guest house are very empty. So from these things is we have we have to see what's the situation in the field, so we can observe the opportunity and connect it to the field audience. And common misunderstand about me is, are you 26? Like they feel like I'm a fresh graduate or still like all those year age like 21.
So you look younger than you're. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you very much, Rizal. One person. Yeah, you guys. You should mix with Aldo, and then you'll balance out, right? You'll have the old and the young genes do that. Okay. Next to Gani. Gani, over to you, sir.
There's no Gani.
Oh, Gani's not here. Okay, let me update Gani then. So Gani's biggest achievement is that he has good teamwork with Andre lately. So successfully convincing our ex-partners in Jogja, Dilapon of Ijo, to become our partner again. Excellent. And start applying strategy for Instagram campaign. And it's working, even though there's a small number of inquiries. On personal growth with the feedback cycle in the chapter, I realized I need to learn a lot about leadership, especially in decision making. But thankfully, my team always giving constructive feedback. I know that because we care for each other. And then on actionable discovery, by doing what you love, it will satisfy you when you see the result. Yep. And I'm not sure what is a common misunderstanding about me. confusion sign. Okay, next, let's go to Lilith. All right, Lilith, your update, please. So Lilith's here, right? Let me check. Lilith. Oh, Lilith is here. Hi, Lilith. Okay, I'll read Lilith's update until Lilith comes back online. For Lilith's update, her greatest achievement was getting more understanding on leading a campaign and growing better teamwork, and also accompanying Joseph to grow the agent MVP. Starting from today, it is in production. Oh, okay, Lilith, go ahead. Come online. Lilith, are you there? What? What's going on? Okay, let's continue. I'm happy to see other people grow. And then for a personal growth funnel, help me understand the Bukit Vista core business and detect friction in each stage and understanding how far we are now achieving our goals. And for actionable discovery, exploration with limit and structure, it is important to keep everyone focused. Yes, I couldn't agree more. And the biggest misunderstanding is that Lilith is age under 25. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Okay, about Lilith's age. Okay, thank you very much, Lilith. Next, let's go over to Vidi. Vidi, your update, please.
Yep, morning everyone. So my biggest achievement this week was launching the automatic web message. As well as I feel like I can communicate with partner better, especially Ibu Lily. My biggest personal growth this week was CPD measurement for delegation, as well as constructing quicker pivots for each funnel, like strategizing. And my actionable discovery is I'm optimizing my efficiency in doing different tasks right now. While doing so, I should never forget to inspire the light, basically. And one of the misconceptions that people have about me is actually opposite to Liz. People think I'm much older than I actually am. I'm actually the same age as Aldo. Maybe there's something wrong with 99 kids.
All right, thank you very much, Vidi, for the update. Yeah, that's funny. Age's identity is pretty key there. Next, over to Joseph. Joseph, your turn.
Okay, thank you, sir. So for my biggest achievement is taking the agent initiative to production stage. And for my biggest personal growth, I learned not to publish anything that I'm doing in social media. I keep all the work and progress myself, then I'll just publish the result of the work. Because, well, this is my assumption. In the end, people don't care in what you have been through, but what you have achieved. And for my biggest actionable discovery, there is no big actionable discovery. And common misunderstanding about me is that a lot of my friends at college always think that I study every time. I had the time just because I like answering and asking questions to lecture. The truth is, I rarely study outside class.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, thank you very much, Joseph. Next, okay, and final, over to Tara. Tara, your update, please.
Okay, hello everybody. Thank you, Jane. So my biggest achievement is that I'm still involved in my committee back in university, even though I'm not there right now. And I have been taking initiative a lot whenever we've had meetings, and I don't know why. I think it's because of Bukit Vista that I have more confidence in just taking initiative because it's just a bunch of young students, and sometimes we're confused, and I'm like, no, we got to do this. I didn't do that before, so I'm proud of myself, I guess. And then my biggest personal growth is that in my last BI scrum, I was apparently less nervous when I should have specified I was chairing, and then apparently I was less nervous and way just calmer. So I'm very proud of myself for growing in that sense, that I'm becoming more confident in myself. And then my actionable discovery, by having less scrums, I've noticed that I can dedicate more time to trying my best to channel my creativity, because I have more time to do it now. So I need to take advantage of this new time that I have. And then for misunderstandings, there are a lot of misunderstandings, but the one that's been the most common one is that in Spain, it's mostly Caucasian people, and they don't know much about Asia as a whole. All they know is that Asia equals China. So people always assume I'm Chinese or Japanese American, but that it's because I speak English, and then I guess it's my accent. like I sound American to a lot of people. But then the weirdest part is that people always assume that I'm adopted, like by Americans and I'm like, way to like literally make up my entire background, dude. But okay. And but I can promise everybody that I am fully Indonesian. Like, I feel like this is my opportunity to tell everybody just in case. So yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Tara, for that beautiful imagery. Also, I'd like to introduce a few new interns to everyone here. I didn't have a chance to put their names up on the all hands. If you are a new intern in the September group, please go ahead and open the paper link. I'm going to share that in the comments right now, and add yourself onto the document. Okay, but let me quickly introduce everyone. Let's see, we have Dwita here. Dwita, tell us a little bit about who you are, what chapter you're going to be in, and your fun fact. Oh, Dwita?
Hello everyone.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello everyone. My name is Dwita, and I study management in University of Indonesia. And I will be in HR chapter. And my fun fact is the fact that I am more I'm more comfortable to talk with my pen pal more than my real friend.
Thank you very much. That makes remote work easier, I suppose. Thank you very much, and good luck on your trials, Dwita. Next is Fira. Fira, also to you. Please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are, where you study, and what chapter you'll be joining. Fira.
All right. So hi everyone. My name is Fira, and I will be in the I chapter, and also I'm currently a computer science student from UGM, but I stay in Bali, and also fun fact, maybe not different as what I have said from the first day. So I'm kind of have an identity crisis because I am born and raised in Bali, but my parents were from Java. So whenever everyone asks me where am I come from, I always say I don't know, because I don't know where is the real where I come from actually. That's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Fiona. You come from Indonesia, and that's a superset, right? It covers both of us. Okay. Thank you very much, Fiona, for the introduction, and excellent. Let's go next to Ibrahim. Ibrahim, over to you.
Hello everyone.
Hi, Ibrahim.
I'm Ibrahim. I'm from Syria. I studied computer science, and I'm actually studying right now an associate degree in an online university, also computer science. I am in the front end internship in the product development chapter. The biggest misunderstanding is my location. So everybody is asking me how do I live in this situation, and from this bad situation and the war and they actually always ask me how do I manage to survive and to stay happy, actually, to have passion in life and to have goals. That was really hard for me, but I always have. I am an optimist person. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Abraham. And I think we could probably learn quite a lot from you on crisis management and understanding. I mean, right now it's bad for everyone, I think, but I think Syria's had it pretty hard for quite a long time, for a few decades. So Thank you very much, Graham, for joining, and good luck on your trials. Next, let's go to Natasha. Natasha, over to you, man.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hi, everyone. My name is Natasha. I am currently studying in Ritsumeikan University, Japan, but I'm in Indonesia right now due to the travel ban. And for the fun fact, I think I have the similar problem, which is the identity crisis. Uh, as 2 years spending time in Japan, people thought that I'm not from Indonesia. Either I'm Vietnamese, Thai, or Japanese, or the third country culture girl or whatever. So I was like, no, I'm very much Indonesian. And yeah, that's all for me. Nice to know you all.
Thank you, Natasha. Which chapter will you be joining, Natasha?
Oh, I'm gonna be joining HAR.
Okay, fantastic. Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, I don't see any other new people here. Shaylin's already been here for a while. Okay, so that's pretty much it for some of our new folks in the company. So good luck with your trials for this week. I'll go over core value recognitions and then we'll skip over to products. So,
Sir, we still have Ross.
Where's Ross?
In community.
But she's not in the room right now, is she?
Oh, I see.
Oh, Rose, are you in the room? Yeah, I'm just going off the name list on the room. So, okay, yeah, not in the room. Okay, so I'll skip over to the core value recognitions now, and we'll begin with. Okay, I think this is Shaylin. Yeah. Let's see. No. It begins with Alethea. Okay, so Alethea would like to recognize Shaylin for, wow, first time trying to onboard such a large cohort on the trial program. There's some areas I overlooked and failed to execute. Thankfully, Shaylin was there to help, especially because I was on the way to school, so it was very inconvenient to resolve anything. So Shaylin had to delay her own task to help me and went above and beyond. Woo! Good, Shaylin. Okay, fantastic. All right, thank you very much, Shaylin. That is great. On helping others first. Next, Shaylin likes to give a core value recognition. Let's go to Shaylin.
Okay, so this recognition is actually for the HR team, Andre, Cynthia, and Nadine. So since Sandy and Rafik were off during the weekend due to Kuningan, there were like last minute changes on like who the interns will shadow and do pairing with. But thankfully, Andre and Cynthia, they agreed to do the last minute changes, even though it's really last minute, and they actually agreed. So I'm really thankful for that. And also, in addition, Andre and Nadine both of them were willing to help do the pairing with the interns to clarify about the research plan. So yeah, I'm just really grateful to all of you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, HR team, for stepping in. Appreciate that. That's called winning the game. Thank you very much, Shaylin. Next, over to Rafik. Rafik, your recognition, please.
Oh yeah, thank you. This is my first recognized people since BP 4.0, right? So I just give to Tandy for Inspire July. So Tandy for Inspire is have a lot of innovation regarding the community management. He create an internal panel or everything to make the community easy to work. And then July is Tandy know what is team quality and quantity. That is the one the leader capability to have it. He also to make more structure. And then for 2 years I was alone in community. Now we have a system that I can vision. Salute to you, bro. No victory without sacrifice. That is I see it on the Scientific Survivor movie for American president. Yeah.
Nice. That is true. And your team is pretty big now. I think you have 4 or 5.
Yes.
So it's swelled up to.
Thank you, XR.
Okay, thank you, Rafik, for the recognition. Next, I'd like to recognize Shaylin and Kiki for Be the Hero, and this is especially on SEO backlinks. And the reason is Shaylin came to me to say that she was interested in search engine optimization. And so I gave her a class to study so she could kind of understand a little bit more herself. She studied the class, and then afterwards, without too much guidance, she approached and in a confident way got backlinks from old blog posts at university that had written 2 or 3 years about us. So she went to the authors of those blog posts and got them to put the links pointing back to Bukit Vista. Now this is really good SEO optimization because now we have links coming from universities back to Bukit Vista, and she's proven that the concept actually works. And we hope to get all the old articles and get backlinks from those, and that will radically boost Bukit Vista's placement in all kinds of SEO search. So this is really good. And I also want to celebrate Kiki for also delegating and working with Shailin on this, and I think this is what good teamwork should be. Okay, that's pretty much it for the core value recognitions. Thank you, everyone. Now, we have a extension to the all hands today. I'll pass it over to Bayu. Bayu, I believe there are some updates for product.
Actually, it's not me.
Oh, it's Ara. Okay, let's go. Ara, then I guess, or
Okay,
video.
yes, thank you, sir. So, good morning, everyone. I think for the PD lunch, I will pass it over to PD as going to be the one that is explaining to what's up that you guys need to know about financial. Over to
Okay.
PD.
Okay, thank you for the floor,